I've literally lost count of how many properties I've renovated since I started back in 1995. Certainly more than 100. Some I've sold on at a profit, others I've kept to let out. If I've wanted to take the profit, I've refinanced and have drawn out the extra equity I've created. At the moment, as I write this, I've got 3 projects on the go, and I'm looking for my next one. These aren't big developments. Instead, mainly they're normal residential houses, like terraced houses and semis, for which I know there's a ready market when I finish the project. It's bread and butter stuff. I buy the property and usually pop them back onto the market 4 or 5 months later and collect my profit. This is nice and easy, nothing complicated. And let's be honest, most people think that renovating property is an easy way to make money, until they try it. But it's not their fault. TV shows like Property Ladder and more recently Homes Under the Hammer have fueled a massive interest in buying a wreck and doing it up. Sadly, the reality is that by 6 months into their projects, many would-be renovators have all but given up on their dream of making a profit and are desperately trying to limit their losses instead. But it doesn't have to be that way. If only they knew and acted upon a few simple things they could do before they started, which would almost guarantee them profit and success every time. If you want to renovate property, either to sell on at a profit, or so you can add value and then refinance and borrow all of your money back out to spend on your next project, you might be interested to know that I've rewritten and updated my best-selling ebook, The Successful Property Renovator's Workshop. This is a course in a book, which will take you through the whole process in detail, including how to do your sums to make sure you make a profit, how to raise finance for the purchase and the project, how to refinance when you've completed. The good news is that I've taken all my knowledge and experience, which I've gained over the years from doing countless renovation projects, and have put it all down on paper in this easy-to-read ebook. In it, I'll show you how you can find, plan, prepare and do each project to ensure your own profitable success every time. And none of this is just dry theory. This is all based upon my own personal experience of refurbishing and renovating property, which is why I use case studies of actual properties I've refurbished, along with photographs, to illustrate many of the points made. I'll show you all the things I did right, so you can copy them, and all the things I did wrong, so that you can avoid them. They say that trial and error is one of the most effective ways of learning, but I can save you the time, the grief, and the cost of having to go through it all. Hopefully I can save you months, perhaps even years, of trying to work it all out for yourself. But that's not all. I've also rewritten and updated another bestseller of mine, 63 Common Defects in Investment Property and How to Spot Them. This really is a case of what it says on the tin, a quick reference guide to typical defects in investment property and how you can spot them. This won't make you into a surveyor, but it'll show you how to inspect property and will give you a better chance of spotting the main defects you should be looking for. I even outline the typical defects associated with the 8 most common forms of building construction that you're likely to come across. And I walk you through how to do a detailed inspection and provide you with the checklists and pro forma I use when I inspect a property. All in all, 63 common defects in investment property and how to spot them will help you to make a more informed opinion about whether a property is worth buying, whether it's a property you should be buying, and will help you decide whether it's worth taking forward and spending out on a full survey. It'll help you to save time by helping you decide whether a property fits with what you want to do, and there's no point in pursuing properties that don't fit with your renovation strategy. And it'll help you save money by helping you to establish whether you really need a survey. After all, there's no point in instructing a survey on an unsuitable property, especially if you can work out that it's unsuitable for yourself. And of course, by having a better idea of what's required to improve and repair the property, it'll help you to make a far more accurate estimate of the costs involved before you start. If you're serious about renovating and refurbishing property, these 2 ebooks together will give you a wealth of insider information at your fingertips. So as a thank you from me, I've bundled them together for you in a special half-price offer. Individually, these downloadable ebooks usually cost £29.97 each, but as a special half-price offer for readers of my Kindle ebook, they're available on a hidden page on my website for a total investment of only £29.97 for the 2 together. So please click the Order Now button below so you can download a copy of both of these excellent ebooks for a total investment of only £29.97 for the two together. Here's to successful property renovating.